up, gangstas? So tonight the moon is at 67.9%, yeah, percent illumination in Taurus, and we're headed towards the half moon in Gemini in a couple days. So let's see how this energy is going to be affecting you. Also, like, let's share astrological knowledge. You know, if you have like any knowledge on like, because you know, I'm still in the process of learning. I feel like it's like quantum mechanics. The second you learn one thing, then it's like it opens up universes of other things to learn. So it's like, yeah, if y'all have some knowledge you want to drop it in the comments for your boy. Anyway, yeah, let's see what your energy is like, who we're tapping into. Kind of see what you're moving towards. There's been a lot of cosmic transitions happening with all the retrogrades, and Venus now not in retrograde, but Mercury is still in retrograde, so you're still in that like, probably shouldn't make big decisions energy. Same with like Uranus and Jupiter being in retrograde, like it's all about decision making and stuff. So I'd say like try not to be impulsive at this time. Probably not the good idea. You know, really think through decisions that you make. So damn, a lot of these. You know what? I'm gonna reshuffle and do this again. There's like a million of these. Hold up. So yeah, sorry about me. Today I'm just like head in the clouds. I'm tired. My bedtime is like 9:30. I don't know what's happening to me. It's like early and I'm just like, I'm ready to sleep. Alright, so we have the third eye, visions, manifesting, and meditation. This comes with a lot of growth and understanding as well. Let's see, what are you manifesting? You know, I've been using this deck a lot. I'm going to use another one. Very nice. So, during this time, I think it's a really good time to, like, do the meditations and the manifesting. Visualizing, you know, kind of, like, what you want life to feel like. And I know a lot of people ask, like, what do you want it to look like? But what do you want it to feel like? And how can you get closer to that? You know, what steps should you take, you know, to bring you more into alignment with your manifestations at this time? So, yeah, we got Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. I'm just feeling like, I don't know, you're really focused on like some future thinking. And seeing the way that like his third eye looks like his brain almost looks like a heart, you know? And it's kind of like thinking with your intuition, you know, really feeling that. When I see the heart, I think of the heart chakra and how it like produces electromagnetism that like other people can feel with their electromagnetism. It's like that Donnie Darko movie where they had the you know, it's like kind of like that, but like in your heart chakra. So yeah, anyway. Let's see where you're at. That song Art Deco by Lana Del Rey just came to mind, and I swear you should look that up. Such a good song, but especially upon looking at this card, because you want more. And that's kind of, you know, it's kind of this feeling of like wanting more in life, wanting more out of life. Let's see. Six of Wands in reverse. This is having to be like the way I'm seeing it with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, you know, and the Six of Wands in reverse, it's like feeling like you don't get the recognition, or even like could be the finances or like the emotional abundance that you want or feel, you know, like, or that you desire in life. Sorry, I do know how to speak. Just not today. Okay, like, deal with me. 9:30 p.m. I'm tired. So, yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's like kind of feeling like I don't want to say underestimated, underrated, you know, is probably the best. Like, you feel like you've got all this potential and you've got all, like, you know, and maybe it's time to switch jobs, like, because you're not feeling appreciated or paid enough. That could be, you know, and with the Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius energy, this is like, it could be very quick, you know, very fast moving, or like you could be getting impatient with like things. And during like the retrogrades, expect delays, expect your patience to get tested. It's on purpose, okay? The universe don't do things on accident. I've learned this. It only looks like entropy until you get more introspection on it, and then you're like, oh shit. It's like a lot. So Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is kind of feeling like whatever position you're in lacks like a sense of direction or growth or expansion. You don't feel like you're getting much for like as much effort as you put into something. With the Ace of Wands, I do see a passionate new beginning on the horizon for you. I do see though that it required like your patience to get tested, to see like how are you going to react when it doesn't happen right away, because that's one of the biggest ways that we're tested spiritually, you know, before we get a good blessing or whatever. It's like, how will you respond to a situation, or, you know, how will you react in different circumstances, unforeseen circumstances, you know, during delays, you know, or like your flight gets delayed, or like you miss a bus or whatever the case. It's like, you know, expect that things like that will happen. And it's not so much about making that stuff happen less, it's about responding better to it, you know. And with the Sun card coming out, Leo energy, we've got a lot of fire, dog. Fire and earth, actually. We have the Sun card, and the Sun card is all about like overcoming like this wall, right? They have to like get over this wall, and I know it doesn't look like much, but that's because when they're in the sun and they're basking, it's like, all right, that's behind them, you know, that leap or whatever. Because in the moment, it probably, you know, feels like a lot, and then you'll look back and you're like, hey, you know, like, I get why, you know, I needed to have my patience tested, because like, you know, especially as you come up in life, as you get things that are more abundant, and, you know, it's like, those are the times that, like, you know, the universe is like, well, do you deserve this? You know, how are you going to respond? Are you going to get mad at that old grandma in traffic? Like, what's going to happen? You know, like, and so, you know, if you expect things, it's kind of like, I feel like I said this in a couple videos ago, but it's like Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. You know, one of my favorite like quotes from that is like, he writes basically that, oh my gosh, I lost it. Come back. Meditations. Marcus Aurelius. God dang it. But yeah, he writes that basically we're going to like deal with obstacles and people testing our patience, and we're going to deal with, certain things that, and it's like, okay, well, what is your response to that? Like, you're not getting less of it. You're getting stronger for it. You're getting more patient for it. The more you expect it, the less you're like surprised when it happens. So I feel that, like there's always got to be that challenge that comes before the blessing, and that's really what I'm picking up on here. What is your challenge? Could be funds, like financial stability, could be debt. Let's see. Because with all these pentacles in reverse, it's kind of what I'm seeing. But it could also be other things. It could just be like a sense of feeling like something's lacking as well. The Ace of Swords, this is like taking action. This is the sword of truth coming in. And this is like more like, because it's action. So it's like living your truth, Eight of Swords, this is taking the blindfold off. And in this particular scenario, it's almost like when you're going to like a surprise birthday party or whatever, and like you've got the blindfold on, and then it's like, you go and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna pretend like I have no idea what's happening, and then like all your friends start screaming, and then you take the blindfold off. It's kind of like this kind of spiritual moment for you, where it's like, you have like a spiritual blindfold that comes off, and it's like, and you start just knowing like how to respond and how to manage this situation as it's coming, because, and really taking on that crown, sitting on your throne in life. And it requires, it almost, it's like that story of Hercules. Like, he wouldn't be such a hero if he didn't have to overcome obstacles, and it's kind of like, that's what I'm seeing. And it's like, when this blindfold comes off, there's just like, I don't know, it's like a light bulb going off in your head, and you're just like, oh my god, this whole time. And it was just as simple, but like, before maybe it wasn't so simple, but it's like, and I see these manifestations coming through rather quickly with these aces, and it's like, I feel like once you get the hang of manifesting and understanding like how frequency works, and like how you want to keep your frequency higher, not because like you want to be toxically positive all the time, but like because it helps you manifest better. It helps you get better outcomes, it's like, and I think that's what you're really catching on to in the, through these trials. And like, I've also learned too, when I'm feeling impatient, that silence is kind of my key. If I feel a little bit frustrated or stressed out, I just like, rather than like, being reactive, I'll just stay quiet and kind of let myself sort through it. And it's taken me years to get there. Okay, this is not like I've always been like this, no. But like, I feel like that's kind of what's happening here, where you're just kind of like, nah, I'm gonna think through like my responses versus my reactions, and and what road is gonna lead me closer to a successful outcome here, Because with that Sun card, I really do see you like headed towards this like successful outcome and feeling celebratory about it, And I see that, kind of being in the spotlight too. Other people are proud of you in that. We have Page of Wands in reverse with Justice, Libra energy. And Page of Wands in reverse is telling us that, one, you either ended communication with somebody or rejected something, turned away from something. And with the Justice card, it's like showing this is what's restoring this balance in you and kind of getting you to this point of being like very like in the flow. You know, it's like maybe cutting out people and places and things, you know, could have really, really helped you to get to this point. So, and it looks like, yeah, with the Justice card and the Sun card, this is very, like, optimistic. I really like it. Like, your blessing comes through and it's like, surprise, motherfucker. You know, like... Yeah, Five of Cups in reverse is telling me you will not be, like, disappointed. Like, that time of feeling that, like, emptiness or disappointment or whatever is, like, over. Like, just staring at the cups spilled over. No, we ain't focusing on that no more, right? Like, you're like, wait a second. I could just go fill up some more cups, you know? Like, I ain't sitting here crying over the ones that are already spilled and gone. You know, it's like... I just see this energy of you just like, you know, kind of really doing a 180 in life, actually. You know, like your energy is starting to feel better. You're like, you know, you're glowing, you're on your throne. You're kind of like, you're taking your seat, man. You know, you're like really taking on like whatever role your purpose is, you know. It's like you're sitting in it and it's bringing you peace and harmony. Even like I see you marching to a new tune, dog. Your energy flipped. There's been a transmutation, I see. Got an alchemist on our hands. Yeah, with the Knight of Wands in reverse, it's like you could have ended communications or like maybe even rejected people, rejecting like different things that didn't serve you, right? Because these could also come in as like, it's like rejecting communication because the Page of Wands and Knight of Wands are all about communication. It could be a fire sign too. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Possibly Ophiuchus, because we don't really have cards for them. But yeah, I see like turning people down or turning down, you know, communications, ghosting, blocking, deleting. I like that. I might name this video that. Nine of Wands. People are going to take it personally, man. And you know what? They're just going to have to get over it. You know, they're going to be like, oh, why though? But, you know, you got to do what's best for you. And it's, you know, you can't please everyone. Queen of Cups in reverse could be exes too, trying to come back, especially with Mercury retrograde. I just kind of see you like not wanting like to pursue something, or not really like your heart's not in something. You know, or maybe, you know, you're just not where you used to be and you're just cutting off all these unwanted communications or people, places, things, you know, take it as it resonates. Ace of Cups in reverse, like, yeah, it's kind of that, like, you don't want, like, a new beginning in love, is what I'm seeing here. With the Death card, Scorpio energy, it's like you're ending a cycle, you know, and it's like you're really focusing here on your, like, prospects and, like, what makes you feel peaceful and abundant and whole, you know, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you want a relationship, although while you're in this energy of attracting abundance and attracting new beginnings, kind of makes you an attractive force, so you might attract unwanted things as well. And I see you using your discernment and kind of like shutting that shit down. The Death card is really telling me that you're doing things differently. You're entering a new cycle, and you're just kind of like, you know, like you've reached a point where you're like, life can't be like it's always been anymore, and life won't be like it's ever been, you know. And it's kind of like almost like this energy of like you literally will not settle for that anymore. That's what I'm hearing. Like you literally just, anytime that you ever felt lack or disappointment or impatience, or, you know, it's like this growth that's happening inside of you to where you're just going to be like, you know what, I actually won't tolerate to live in a life that I don't want to live in, you know. Or how did I feel like that made more sense in my head, but like yeah, like, you know, like you want to feel like you're living a life that is fulfilling to you, right? A life that is purposeful, a life that has abundance, and it's like, why settle for less in life? Like, you know your potential, you know your worth, you know, like, that you're meant for more. Like, takes me back to that Art Deco song, that I want more. Or, no, you want more, I think it's all, whatever. You're so Art Deco. Yeah, just listen to the song. She does it way better than me. Basically, yeah, I just feel like a huge shift happening for you. Big changes, big awakenings, you know, putting things to rest that, like, you know, the past, the things that really brought, like, disappointment, or, you know, brought you into, like, lower frequencies, I guess is the best way to put that. Yeah, dog. I like this. Whether you're male or female, because I'm seeing both feminine and masculine energy on here. But how I'm seeing it is like, especially with the Justice card, is like this energy of like balancing out your masculine and feminine and finding the strengths in both. Because we also have the King of Swords and the Emperor here, you know, and like, these are like masterful energies, you know. The King of Swords is like, I will cut out anything that isn't going to be in alignment with the life that I'm trying to live, you know. And the Emperor is very much the same, like excellent leadership skills. This is entrepreneur energy, or like somebody who really like steps up to the plate and starts, you know, getting down to business on something. With the Fool card, I love this. With the Fool card here, that really represents taking a leap of faith, having a new beginning, you know. I mean, I feel like that beginning energy is really like pulling through, and I'm seeing him kind of in the spotlight, and I had to kind of take a second to notice it. But like, you know, you see the sun in the background, and you got the Sun card, and you see the sun in the background here, and I'm just, you know, I'm seeing somebody who's like in the spotlight, somebody who's like getting that recognition, or like, yeah, getting that recognition and acknowledgement that like you hadn't previously gotten, you know? And it's like, it's fucking finally time, you know? It's like you had to, like, it's like you're getting momentum on something. Whether it's in business, spiritually, philosophically, you know, however the hell, you know, there's just so much growth and development happening, and it's rather quick, you know. You got a lot of aces and temperance in reverse, and that tells me that this is just like bam, 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 like action. Um, Lalita Tripura Sundari. I think I'm saying that right. A chapter in your life is closing and will not be reopened, hence the death card. This will be reason for celebration. Whatever you need to release right now shall create the space for what is divinely destined for you to manifest through her grace. You shall enjoy a change of pace and a release from intensity. Open your heart to the beginning of a golden era. See, it's like very like fast paced, like forward movement. You know, just handle any setbacks or any delays with grace, because those are your challenges. You know, if you're going to be moving, you know, rather quickly, it's kind of like the universe wants to test you first, wants to put you through that and be like, all right, like, I need to know you can handle this to get that, you know. And I see you really passing that test and really learning the lessons, and, you know, taking the blindfold off and like seeing, like, just mapping out, visualizing what it is that you need to do and how you need to do it to get to where you want to be, you know. And it's like, very action oriented. The word action keeps coming to mind, but, and just seeing you like in this spotlight, like, you know, really being seen, you know, illuminating. So, yeah. Anywho, I hope this was helpful. Namaste. I love you guys, and I will see you later.